Need 59 seconds of your attention. Let's go. Norwegian Luna, Prima Plus, 10% bigger than Prima and Viva. More people, but more space to spread out. Ocean Boulevard, wraparound ocean views. Still one of the best places at sea. Food's loaded. Cagney's, Palomar, La Bistro, Indulge Food Hall. You're not going hungry on this ship. Vibe Beach Club, one of the best spots on the ship if you can get in. The Thermal Spa, best damn spa at sea. Gone is the racetrack, replaced with the Aqua Slide Coaster. And still got the drop. Entertainment. Elton John, Sid Norman's, tribute to the Eagles and Fleetwood Mac. Hiko, Lunatic, Leo, still takes a minute to figure out. Not the most intuitive on day one. This isn't chaos. More chill, more modern, more curated. Yeah, we just skipped about 30 minutes of walking around. You're welcome. Who's it for? It's great for couples. Would I book it? Actually, I did. I'm about to go on board and find out for my own damn self. If you want the full breakdown, go watch. All right. Good evening, crew. How is everybody tonight? Gotta say, welcome to everybody out there in chat. Thank you very much for joining our live stream tonight. If you wouldn't mind, let us know. Have you booked Luna yet? Are you going to? Are you skeptical? What it is? Let me introduce everybody on the screen. I'm Matt from K&M Getaways. This beautiful lady over to my right over here is Katrina. I do it every time. It's the mirror. Every time I'm looking at the screen going, no, I'm pointing right at you.
You're doing it wrong.
I got to remember it's a mirror, right? It's a mirror. Okay. So Katrina, over to my.
Still wrong. There you go. Perfect.
There we go. We're good.
You're down.
And welcome DC to the channel. We really appreciate you coming on tonight. Really excited to have you here with us.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
We are talking
Glad to have you here.
Yes. We are talking all things NCL Luna. Why? Because apparently I can't count. On the thumbnail we put out there 11 days. I woke up this morning and looked at the app and no, we are 10 days now. 10 days away.
1 day closer.
Welcome to the chat, guys. If you wouldn't mind, let us know. Are you booking Luna? Is Luna on your agenda for 2026? It's a brand new ship. There has been a ton of content has come out in the last 2 weeks because the promo sailing happened just last week and they are on the very, very first sailing. Madeline out in the chat saying, we leave in 10 days. I know, because you're coming on board with us, Madeline. Can't wait to see you guys on board. DC, in case you didn't know, we have our entire family joining us on this cruise. We have 12 of us coming out. Oh, yeah. We had one cancellation. Mm-hmm. Apparently counting is not my
Counting is not your strong suit. And this is why you shouldn't play the table games.
This is not a debate night.
Your life is a debate night, babe.
My life with you, baby, is always a debate. It doesn't matter what the topic is. So let's ask DC. DC, what are you excited about on Luna?
To kind of bring it full circle to the live stream that you guys had last week, which I wasn't able to watch live, but I did watch and post. I am actually looking forward to the drink package. We did spring for the free at sea plus this time.
See, he watched my video for advice.
I mean, I've always thought Norwegian's drink package, just even the base one, is a good deal, right? Because it's like what they charge you for a drink. You get like 2 drinks and you're covered for the day.
$28.50 is pretty amazing considering everybody else. So.
And when you factor in, now I'll get free Starbucks, some of the other things like the Wi-Fi. Couple sailings ago, Jen and I didn't do the Wi-Fi, and it was like really difficult for us to communicate on the ship. And so we got it last time, but that was a big chunk of change. So, we have the bar crawl. I'm wearing the bar crawl T-shirt for the
That'll be fun.
So we'll be using that drink package on that bar crawl.
Yes.
I'm gonna make my money's worth on that day alone. So, yeah, I think that is one of the things I'm looking forward to. There's a couple entertainment things that look really exciting. The Lunatic show. And I think I'm going to do that solo because I can't justify $90 additional for a few drinks when, Jen probably won't even drink 4 drinks in a day, let alone in one sitting. But I think she can skip it, and I'll do it just for the review afterwards. But Elton looks pretty amazing from what I've seen, so that'll be pretty cool too.
Hi, Deidre. Deidre's part of our Facebook group, your Facebook group, actually, sir.
Yeah.
Welcome, Deidre. Thanks for joining the channel. And we did have a question there. Maddie asked, with the drink package, can I get bottled water or just the water from the bars? Well, Madeline, with the free at Sea Plus, you can get bottled water at any bar, restaurant, anything. But with free at sea, you do have to pay for it.
But so I'll say bring a sustainable water bottle, because a little hack is you can go up to the buffet, and I guess there might be one or two other areas, but typically up at the buffet, you can fill that up. You can bring it when you leave the ship. You can bring it back to your room at night, and that's a workaround there.
Yep, and the bars will fill your bottle as well. So yes. Yeah, so we also got the free at Sea Plus. Someone on this live stream said, it's worth it. And I said, is it really? I would much rather spend it on Vibe or the thermal, which is now sold out, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Vibe is completely sold out in the app.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be running.
Earlier.
Yep. I'm going to be running, trying to get one of those passes as we get on board, because, they do keep a few behind, but definitely.
So have a wait list sometimes. Very few people cancel that, though, I think.
Have you ever done Vibe on NCL, DC?
No, because I kind of can't justify the extra cost, right? And so here's the thing. On some of the breakaway class boats, or ships, they have the Spice H2O, which is an adult only area. So you can, they don't have a pool, but they have the privacy. I think there's typically a hot tub or two back there. So you can have that more remote experience back there with no additional cost. With the Prima and Prima Plus class, you have Vibe, but you also have Ocean Boulevard. And Ocean Boulevard is a great area to go and have that same kind of experience where you're a little not as crowded as the Lido deck, without, again, having an extra cost there. So
absolutely. So we got just a couple questions out there. We've got Emma asked, can we have your water bottles? I'm not sure what that meant, Emma, but
because we have Plus, so she's asking.
Emma's our daughter, so she's asking for us.
She's mooching already.
Yeah. Yes, Emma, you can have my water bottle. How's that? And
your dad doesn't drink water.
Yeah, unless it comes with caffeine. So no, I don't. Does the thermal spa do day passes? Yes, they do. I do not know what the price is on Luna yet. They sell the 7-day in the app, but I know there is very limited as well. And Admiral Tim is on. Can I bring my cat?
Not
Tim,
yet.
welcome to the chat.
Well, I think the important thing to find out before we answer that, Tim, is it an emotional support cat? Because if it is, then the answer is maybe. But if it's not, I'm pretty sure the answer is no.
Well, I can put on my HR hat, and emotional support animals actually do not count. You have to have a service animal, and most states and countries do not recognize anything but a dog or a miniature.
I am not going to get off Luna for this. There is a brand new cruise company out there that is going to allow pets on board. It's you have to buy a room, but they are going to allow up to 2 pets on board with you. It gives a whole new meaning to the poop deck. That is for sure. So I don't know how I feel about animals on board.
I would bring Maggie.
I know you would. I know you would.
So, as somebody was asking about the thermal spa, and I think did you guys get it?
I did. We did get the thermal.
So I got it just for Jen, because Jen has some physical conditions, which we've talked about on live stream and stuff before. And they can be sort of exacerbated when we're on the ship with some of the movement or whatever, and especially some of the noise. And what we found is on day one, when we can't quite go to the room yet, we don't have, an area where we can just sit and relax. We still kind of have our bags. We need somewhere that she can go and have like some zen. And I think that the thermal spa, I am going to end up going and trying to get a day pass and doing that. Yeah, so you guys may see me there on one day.
Thank you for the super, Tim. Appreciate it. You're awesome. I'm going to add to that. I didn't know about Jen, so I do appreciate you sharing that. And I know Katrina is going to give me the side eye later, but we have a similar instance here. Are you okay if I share, babe?
Yeah, you can share.
So Katrina had a stroke last year and it's been a interesting year for all of us. So anytime we can get her into the thermal and get her to de-stress,
it's the routine every day, which is basically so. Yeah. So I completely relate having that zen moment, decompressing that nervous system and getting reset.
Yeah. So we do have another question though, guys. Sorry to steer it back, but with free at sea, is there a drink limit per day? Great question. Who wants to take that? Anybody out there?
Yeah, so it's unlimited. It's unlimited until they cut you off, right? And so
if you're lightweight, that might be 6.
If you're like, I think you had enough there, but no, I mean, you can test what that limit is.
Absolutely. There are other lines out there that do have a limit. Carnival, Princess, a few other lines have about a 15 drink limit. But currently NCL and Royal are sticking to unlimited. So really,
in the spirit of Mean Girls, the limit does not exist. So
the limit does not exist.
So I mean, you're gonna wear pink on Wednesday, DC?
On Wednesdays we wear pink. Yeah, of course. Hey, Carol Soul Cruise again. By the way, Matt, if you click on some of the chats, they'll show for the audience.
Absolutely. So we got to show Carol. Hello, Carol. You are right. I should have been doing this the whole time. See, DC, this is our 4th or 5th live stream, and I'm still figuring StreamYard out. Yep. Oh, we got to show this one because Tim's going to be on the boat with us, and he did 31 drinks in one day at Viva.
So was that 31 like cocktail alcohol drinks or 31 like coffee and waters and stuff tossed in there? Just out of curiosity.
I got to find out that's impressive. He did say
that might be a number. I mean, I could try that.
He did say we were going to have to keep up in chat, right? I don't know that I'm going to be able to do even 10.
I
10
think
is lightweight.
How old were you at the time, Tim?
Yes.
Were you 31 at the time? It's easier to drink your age when you're a little bit younger, right? You start getting up there and
cocktails and beers.
Yeah.
Yep. Cocktails and beer. Tim, I have got to say I'm impressed beyond belief. And then of course we've got, how is your liver, Tim? I'm going to say 31. That's going to be painful. So we've got to see. I just wanted to see if there was limit, and it turns out there isn't one. You nailed it on there, right? Definitely.
If you get alcohol poisoning level, then that could be a limit.
I don't think I'm going to hit 31 in the cruise, but we're going to give it a shot. I'll hit 30.
You'll hit 30.
Yeah.
Your Red Bull luck will get you there.
Yes. Hold on. He didn't. Now the whole truth comes out, guys.
And I have video
ordering them and giving them to strangers.
Here you go. That's not a bad idea as long as they're 21. I know I was going to get in trouble for my last comment from the drink package with our son. So Anyway, that's a different story. All right, guys. So let's talk a little bit. What do you think is one of the most overhyped things about Luna? Because we've seen a lot of amazing stuff. But is there anything there that you're going,
Well,
Go ahead.
oh, we'll start with DC. I should have I should have said that, and then I'll switch over to you, Kat.
So there were some things that looked cool at first, like some new additions that now in retrospect, after I've seen a couple people on the boat, it's like, was that really, it didn't quite capture what they were maybe going for. One of those to me is maybe the Midway. It's carnival style games. They look pretty cool. I did a video on some of the things that I'm looking forward to. That was one of the things I talked about. But I hear it's like $1 a game and it's not a guaranteed win. And so is it just a cash grab? I don't know. Is it something that's going to be fun to do for a few minutes and then never visit it again? The rest of the time in the ship. We'll have to see.
Absolutely. And Katrina, so what do you think has been overhyped? Ooh, dead air.
Again, me, I prefer the more traditional ships and the smaller ships. So I am seeing some of the clips and things DC is referenced, and I do have some concerns that it could be crowded, and especially on sea days when you're getting to the Ocean Boulevard or when you are on the trying to get a seat outside somewhere. But I'm not going to write them off until I experience it for myself. Pictures and other people's experience, or just that, and theirs, and take it with a grain of salt.
Well, I'm going to throw out two things. I have heard the AC on the ship.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that good. And that's going to be an issue. For me, it's going to be an issue. I've heard if these rooms run hot, I was the first one. I was like, are you kidding? This is a brand new ship. How the heck do you have
to
AC?
calibrate it.
Yeah, let's just hope that's a work in progress and it's fixed.
Calibration.
That will not go over too well with Jen.
Yeah. And what I will say is I'm sure glad this is an April sailing and not a July, if that is the case, because that's pretty miserable. And then the other one is, I'm going to say Lunatique. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on. I'm still going to pay the $45. I am, because I'm stupid that way. But I've heard the venue they do it at the comedy club is not big enough. If you're not in the first two rows, you have difficulty seeing. And again, that room can get pretty stifling hot because they pack it pretty full.
Yeah.
And I don't know that 4 drinks in a cup for $45 to watch the back of somebody's head is going to be all that much fun. But I'm going to do it because,
you have to get there early and try to get a front row, right?
Yeah. I've seen a few where the lines are like wrapped in the casino for that show. I was like, oh, I thought they fixed the line issue on Prima Plus.
When we were on the Prima, there was they have the Sid Normans. It was a 90-minute, people were lining up 90 minutes before the show just to get in and get a good seat. And I think that's one of the things. Luna's a little wider than the Prima and the Viva are, so hopefully that's solved for some of the capacity issues on the inside of the ship. On the outside, I don't think it's as much of a problem. I think there's a lot of areas to go and chill, but the inside,
Well, that kind of segues perfectly because that were some of the issues that we saw as well. Let's talk about the Prima Plus class, because we've got Aura coming as well in 27. That's supposed to be just as beautiful as the Luna, because it is a very gorgeous ship. Yeah. Everything we have seen has been like, wow. But did they solve the issues from the Prima class? Do you think? Because some of those, and I mentioned it in our intro, the layout is not, there are some issues trying to get around the ship where you're like, well, I walked into a wall. This was a dead end. Yeah. Or it's really tight inside. And it's like,
so the Cruise Life with Mark and Rocky watch the channel did a pretty good overview on the differences between the Aqua and the Luna. And one of the things that stuck out to me that they mentioned is in the think it's like deck 17 in the aft of the ship. They're like, when you came up that elevator in the back, if you wanted to go up, you had to kind of like go through the buffet to get outside to go up. And they fixed that by adding a stairwell. You can go there so you don't have to go through the buffet. So I think as they move these things into production, they're really quick to get feedback and try to implement it on the next ship because they're coming out 18 months.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not a lot of time. So I think they made a couple of adjustments. We'll have to see, when you get on. But for me, I think it's going to be a pretty stark comparison from the Prima to this because it's like 3 iterations or 4 iterations between them. So I'm looking forward to really making that comparison. Like, did you solve some of the stuff that you really failed with on the Prima?
So that's funny you say that because we are actually sailing the Prima June 27. We are doing a Aegean cruise. And I think we'll be all right. It's still a beautiful ship. I know we're going to have fun and we're not going on that one. It's more about the destinations than the ship for me, because it is a bucket list cruise to do 10 days over in the Med. I think that's going to be a pretty fun sailing for us.
I think one of the things I'm worried about on space on the Luna and what I've seen, and it goes back the human soup in the pools, but the Infinity pools look great, but people are saying they're pretty small because it has that optical illusion. So I do have some concerns there that it's going to get crowded in that area.
And by the way, I love that's human soup. When I heard that a couple streams ago when you guys said, I was like, that's perfect. I just said it, but I don't know. I think it ends up being enough areas for me, right? And so you can go, if one pool's a little crowded, you literally walk to the other side and it's not, and I think you'll be okay there.
All right. So let's
we have
talk
a couple
a little
questions in the chat.
Okay.
You got it? Okay.
All right. Deidre is definitely ready for the bar crawl as you got to show off the shirt, Tim.
Got the bar crawl shirt right here.
Yep.
By the way, available on the Cruise Tuber store on YouTube.
Hey guys,
it's fun because after the sailing, I'm taking them down. So if you want to get one, get them.
Are you bringing any on board?
No, because it's through my YouTube store, which is full. So it's all print to order, right? And so I didn't print up a bunch. It's just available. If you want one made to order, you order one. I'll bring mine, right? So
you gotta bring your own.
And I'm leaving the bar crawl.
Yeah, we did that for Harmony. We did a bar crawl for Harmony in August, and we brought a bunch on, and we came home with a bunch too. So.
Yeah.
Well, you accidentally ordered too many, like 3 something.
They were massive. I'm like, anybody, I'll give them. So I think that's the right way to do the print to order. Absolutely. DC did mention it there. Please go check out his channel, Cruise Tubers on YouTube. He's also on Facebook. We've got all of these groups, guys. Please go show love and support for him. We really appreciate him coming on tonight. We may get to see Jen if she makes it home in time. We can do a post with you if that would be cool.
Yeah, for sure. And by the way, tomorrow is Jen's birthday. So if, obviously she makes for her live stream, we'll all wish her a happy birthday.
We'll sing to her.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
I'm
not going to talk to you anymore.
Yeah. And for the rest of you guys out there, all right. So back to it.
Speaking of that, Matt, I think that's a perfect segue because Kat, you were just saying before about some of the things you were concerned about and you were talking about the human soup and like the crowding. One of the things that Norwegian ships like the Aquaside Coaster and the racetrack, but I've also found that they seem to be like, they take up a lot of space, right? And they're things that you do once, and then after that, it's like, okay, I did it. I'm not going to do it 12 more times. You really would have preferred an extra pool, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, or me, if that is as much something that I'm like, I wish Norwegian would change this, or if it's just something that I have to look at and say, maybe I just need to cruise a different cruise. Like maybe Jen and I are celebrity cruisers now, we want that different, more of a classic feel, with some modern stuff like cuisine and maybe a little nice. And so I think the ultimate cruise quiz will probably answer that for me. I will have to take it to find out for sure. But
It's really simple. It takes about a minute to do. I was surprised because I had been loyal to Royal for years. That has been our go-to. We decided that we wanted to do this for a living. Okay, I did. And became travel advisors. And we've had a chance to sail a few different lines now. And I've got to say, we're not as loyal as we once were. Don't get me wrong. We still love Royal and we'll still keep going back. But Princess did a really good job when we went in January. NCL ships look amazing. I can't believe I'm saying this. Cat got me back on a Carnival ship.
Hey, it's for Halloween weekend. We are doing a group cruise and at least fun. Like costumes and it's a weekend, 4-day.
Yes,
what ship is that?
we are going on the Breeze.
Okay.
It's not one of their newer ships. It is the Breeze class, so it is pretty cool. And I'll put that on the screen for her so she can see it as well. All right. Hey, Carol. DC says hello. Absolutely. And then Emma said water slide.
Well, I put in the question.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I just put a question in the chat. That's why I said water slide.
Right. I'm actually considering a Halloween cruise as well. So the sort of community of, and Carol's one of the people, of fellow cruise content creators, is doing a group cruise called the Booze Cruise 4. And it's going to be on the Viva, leaving on Halloween, going until November 7th out of Galveston. So my plan is I am going to try casino strategy on the Luna. If I get enough points to get the free sailing, that is going for the group cruise. Eddie Lugo and Uncle Dave and CNS Travels and a whole bunch of other people. So
that is a fantastic idea. That's our home port, by the way. Galveston is our home port. We're based in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So we cruise a lot out of Galveston. We have found it is now the 4th largest port in the U.S. So, we are getting Icon next year, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah. We actually have a group cruise set up on Icon, one of the very first sailings as well. So really kind of excited for the way the cruise industry is really coming alive here in Texas. I'm going to put your question up on the screen because that kind of segued into what I was going to ask. What are your thoughts, racetrack or water slide? So the Prima and the Viva both have, and a couple other NCL ships at the racetrack. I apologize, not the Prima and the Viva. I overspoke. And we are now on the Aqua Slide coaster. What are your thoughts? Is this an improvement or is this...
I think it'll be fun. I think I like roller coasters, so it'll be a good mix of, like the slide and the roller coaster. But I think for DC's point, it's like a one and done. I'm not going to ride it 12 times by any means.
I think with the slide coaster, it at least is free, right? So you can ride it 12 times if you want. And
I don't want to stand online.
Right. But maybe it's a port day and there's nobody there. And, you just want to, you don't leave the ship and you ride it 12 times. Hey, that boards your boat, right? But I think it takes up a lot of space. I think it's less of a deterrent than the racetrack is, because the racetrack is $15. And, you do it for 3 minutes or whatever. If you want to do it again, it's another $15.
$15, yep.
It ends up being underutilized after people have done it 1 or 2 times. So.
Yep. I would say I am going to do it once, only because I want footage of me inside that Aqua Slide coaster. I've got my camera and it's going to be on the selfie stick, and we're going to have a little bit of fun, but I don't see myself doing it more than once. Right. And then it'll be like I walk past the line every time I see it. I'm like, yeah. We were on, like I said, we've done Royal quite a bit. And when we were on Harmony, I tried to hit every activity they did. We did the Abyss, the Wave Rider, and then I attempted to do the zip line and realized that it didn't matter. I'm like, no, I'm not jumping off anything.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Matt,
right.
can you put Carol's
So-
question in the chat?
Absolutely. Carol,
Awesome.
I am going on Epic Sunday and I have free at C plus. I like to film bartenders and making fancy drinks. Any suggestions? Miss Katrina, I know you've been looking for those bar menus for free at C plus. And I do hear Chocolate Cowboy is on this boat.
On Luna, but she's going on Epic.
I know,
Different boat.
but what is his
ship.
signature drink?
I don't
Do you
remember
know
now.
what his? Oh, so I'm gonna have to ask.
Pistachio martini?
No, that is. I knew you were gonna do that.
Is it a chocolate martini? Espresso?
Yep, dead air. I am trying to complete blank. I am.
While you think about that, Mo, I will answer Kara's question because I've been on the Epic, and Epic has a specialty bar called I think it's the Shakers. It's a martini bar. And they have a bunch of, and you can only get these drinks there, but they have like 6 or 8 different martini type style drinks. So I would say go to Shakers. You know, try every one of the martinis they have. You're going to have your Cosmos, you're going to have your dirty martinis, you know, all the other stuff. So you're going to have a lot of different options there. Some of the other Breakaway and Breakaway Plus class ships have the Mojito bar. So if you get a chance to go on one of those, they have a lot of different variations of mojito drinks, which are pretty cool. But I will tell you, I was on the Epic. Bathroom situation, Carol, is a little. It's the design of the ship was made for like a more European design. What's up, Chris M? It is. I don't know. The sink is outside of the bathroom. It's like in your cabin. And it's really strange. So just be prepared.
All right. So I'm not gonna lie, Carol. I cheated. I Googled it. It is Girls' Night Martini. And that is what Chocolate Cowboy is famous for. It is one of the coolest drinks I am told that he makes. So see if you can get the Girls' Night Martini. I know you're going on Epic. It's not the same, but you never know. Never know. All right. So we do have Chris M is going on Getaway next week. Is Gentleman Jack on FAS Plus? And for those out there,
I did not see that.
I didn't see it either.
I have it on my phone. I took a screenshot of it.
Have you guys been on Getaway?
No, we have not. So we're being spoiled. I'm not going to lie and say, hey, you know, Luna is our very first NCL ship. So
okay. Yeah.
we are
experience then. Yeah.
I was like, and we've got a chance. We're talking about going on Aqua in December. So it's kind of like, you know, we've seen and being travel advisors, we actually book more Norwegian than anything else. Like we have bookings. It's like every time somebody calls Norwegian, it's Norwegian or Royal. It was like, we have to go on and find out, you know, I just can't. So
I have done the Getaway twice actually. They have the mojito bar. So it's a name. It's like Shakers, but it's not. But whatever it is, it's a mojito bar. And they have a bunch of different mojito drinks: passion fruit mojitos, spicy mojitos. And so that's definitely something that I would say check out. And then both of them do have the ice bar, which Carol's
referencing right now.
Yeah, it's a cool experience. Again, it's kind of like a one and done, but just warm. That's it, I'll tell you.
And then, of course, Deidre is also she was on the Getaway in 2024. So we've definitely got some Norwegian fans in the room. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I love it.
Deidre, I think, well, I know she just got married, her and her husband, but I think they're from New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken, which Jen and I are from New Jersey also. So
if you don't mind me asking, what part of Jersey are you guys from? Because I actually am originally just north of there.
Okay. So the running joke is always which exit, right? Which exit are you from, Jersey? So we are more originally from like Princeton area. Like we grew up just outside of Princeton. But now we live in Jackson, New Jersey, which is
Okay.
like a stone's throw away from Six Flags. Like I literally kayak in the lake behind Six Flags sometimes.
So just so you know, I'm like north, like you got to go like 5-6 hours north. So
Okay.
originally from Montreal, Quebec. So
Okay.
this fine lady to, I'm going to do it this way because I figured it out.
Right way.
I got
Good
a point
job.
away from you. This lady got me to come down here in 2001, and it's been amazing.
Okay.
Oh, potential, dude.
Yeah, just has to let our dog back in, and then Jen's here. She's gonna come down. So
Wonderful. We are glad she is here. So we finally get to see her on screen with you. Well, we've seen her on your videos, of course, but it'll be good to talk to her as well. So
yeah, for sure.
So, what sold you on Luna, DC? Why Luna?
So originally I had the aqua box. And you know, I had last year we started this channel, and you know, I'd been cruising. Honestly, my very first cruise ever was the very first Norwegian ship ever, which is no longer in the fleet, and it was going back like 15 or 16 years ago. And then I didn't cruise for a while, and then Jen and I started cruising together. But once I started channel, I was like, okay, I want to try to do some newer ships for like newer content, because that's kind of what a lot of people look for, right? And we had done the Getaway, we did the Prima, and then I had Aqua booked for later in the year. It was October. What happened was Norwegian did right before Thanksgiving, they did the triple points offer.
Yep.
And this sailing was one of the Latitudes rewards where you get an extra point. Hey, babe, pull the chair. Came right there. So because of that, I was like, wait, I can get 4 points and leapfrog to platinum if I do this. So I was like, sure. So I canceled Aqua and decided.
And got on. That's pretty smart. Hi, Jen.
Hi.
How are you?
Come over.
Can you pull the chair?
Yep. So we got both birthday girls here, Jen and my dog Tiger Lily. She just had her birthday on Sunday. Jen's birthday is tomorrow. So
Happy birthday.
Just so you know, DC did say he was going to sing happy birthday on the live stream if you made it in time. So take it away, sir.
No, that's not what I said. We can go back and watch the tape on that. I will tell you, I was hoping to surprise you with a cupcake. I went to 2 supermarkets before this, and they did not have, Jen has some dietary restrictions. They did not have the Goodman's brand, which is the gluten-free, dairy-free. So I did end up getting dairy-free ice cream, so delicious, which is for you upstairs, and we can celebrate after the live stream.
Oh,
that is pretty awesome. So we do have a couple out here. I am an RC celebrity cruiser. Will be Diamond on RC in December. He has not met a cruise line he didn't like. What are some similarities or differences I would benefit in knowing about? Ooh, great question, Chris. Holy. Wow. Chris has got he's bringing the heat tonight. I like it.
Chris is great. He's one of the members of my channel. So a good friend. We're actually going to meet in Philly later this year when he's up in the area. So
that is pretty awesome. And we do have another question out there. Emma asked about sunscreen. How many bottles should she bring? Emma, you are the whitest girl I know. You better bring these. You take after your mom. Your complexion is called opaque. So
that is not nice.
Bring as much as you think you can fit in your suitcase. Seriously, I would say 1 bottle, you're going to be okay, kiddo. All right. And then Carol is saying hello to Chris. But I want to go back to Chris's question because we didn't get a chance to answer. And what are some good similarities and differences? All right. Well, let's start with DC. We're going to keep this roundtable going. what similarities and what differences? I can talk about similarities or differences. It's up to you.
Yeah. So I don't think I'm the most informed person to answer this question, because we have only sailed on Norwegian as of now. We plan on expanding next year to a couple different cruise lines, but I've done a little research, but I don't feel like, compared to travel advisors, most, oh wow, the AI is going crazy on my camera.
I do it too. It's like I hit the hands and all of a sudden the camera
starts moving.
So Norwegian, and so let's talk about some similarities. Or no, actually, we'll start with some differences first.
But let me weigh in here before you go on your spiel. So for on the research, that I've done, because we have not sailed NCL. Like we said earlier, this is our first time on NCL. For me, when I look at it, it looks like one of the things on Royal, especially the larger ships, the Icons, the Oasis class ships, there's a lot of high energy. There is a lot of people. And I think what I'm getting my impression from the NCL, even though it's a bigger ship that I would normally select personally, it seems to be a lot more go with the flow and relaxed than what Royal is in terms of the energy levels. So I think more adult-ish in terms of cocktail bars and casual versus Royal is high energy and structured type of fun. So that's my takeaway, and one of the reasons why we chose NCL as our family trip.
Yep, we actually were debating because we actually looked at MSC World America and Luna at the same time, and we actually got a much better rate on World America, but went with NCL because of the more relaxed, more adult, more.
There's stuff for kids, and there is that, like there's the arcades and whatever, but that wasn't really a selling point for us.
Mm-hmm. So Royal, very honestly, is like Vegas at sea. That is the best way to put it. It is Las Vegas at sea. If there is something for you to do, and this is really on their Oasis ships and their Icon class. All of their newer ships are very well designed around keeping you doing something. There are entertainment activities. I will say Royal's entertainment is unbelievable. I think it's only second to Disney. The production value they put on their and not just their aqua theater, but also their main stage productions, their secondary shows. That it is absolutely, you go sit in their show and you're like, I could have saw this on Broadway or off Broadway, but and most of their shows are designed like that. Where I think NCL stands out from everything I've seen and heard is the food. I think food seems to be a little bit more elevated, and it's actually kind of segueing into where I was going to talk about next is food, because I am a chef for 25 years. So going on Luna to see Cagney's La Bistro, Sukhothai, this kind of, it really kind of got my creative juices going, I'm going to do a ton of content on the food on board Luna. So food is a very important for me. It has been in our family for a very long time, and it looks like NCL has definitely got an edge over Royal when it comes to food. And the modern layout of the ships, they're just so beautiful looking. That really is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ship.
And so I have a friend who is a cruiser. In fact, she was just on Wheel of Fortune last night. So if you guys watched Wheel of Fortune, Melanie, who was on Wheel of Fortune last night and won like $30,000 in prizes. If you go back and watch my podcast series, she was the second person I interviewed on getting ship-faced. She's a friend of mine, and she cruises, and she has done Royal and NCL. And she did say by far NCL specialty dining outperforms at anybody. So,
oh, I hear it. I would say, since you guys talked about that, celebrity, Celebrity from every review that we have seen has got the best food at sea.
Correct.
But that doesn't mean we're not going to try everything on Luna, though, right?
So is the indulged food hall? I mean, I'm interested in that versus a buffet.
Mhm.
Is that a game changer or is that just overhyped?
I think it was. You liked it, didn't
I
you?
wouldn't say it was a game changer. I mean, it was okay. I missed some of the restaurants that were there beforehand. They only had a very limited menu too at each place, so there might only be like 5 items.
Mhm.
But I mean, definitely like the things I got were pretty tasty, but like the service was slow. I personally missed like more of having a larger buffet, but I mean, it looked nice. It was a cool feel, but I would prefer like Shanghai noodle or something like that. Like I really liked like a dish on there, and it just kind of didn't have some of the same stuff. But I mean, it was interesting to check it out.
I think one of the things that it becomes a challenge for Jen because she has some dietary
Right.
restrictions with the gluten-free dairy. A lot of times buffets, she can't just go and have everything.
Right.
And so often we do have to have like sit down dining because of that, which is the way we solve for that. But I think it was innovative in the sense of that you can just sit at one location and order from like 7 different spots, which I enjoyed.
But we couldn't even find each other there, right? It was like a maze.
It was a
Like-
little bit of a maze on the Prima. I don't know if the layouts changed anything.
Right.
We'll see with the Luna. I think one of the challenges though is that the menu from lunch to dinner differs a little bit. So like they have, I think it's at Q, they had like deviled eggs, and I really wanted to try the deviled eggs. They only have them at dinner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they didn't have it at lunch, but it seems like more of like it should be a lunch feel, like a
I would
picnic
think so.
kind of thing. But
You're
Yeah.
ordering from iPads and stuff, and the iPads turn on at like a certain time. And I really liked the local actually on the last cruise.
Yes.
I thought that was
Columbus.
it was a really nice version of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm excited about the local, especially for like the later eats and things, because for a Royal, for instance, which was some of our most recent sailings, it was just like you had Serrato's pizza, and it's okay pizza. It's take it or leave it. It's pizza is pizza, right? But it's not necessarily good.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it was a cute idea. I think they're just kind of putting it out there to start. So I think and of course you like stuff, right? And you don't want it to change. Like the good. So that was, oh, okay, but yeah, hopefully this boat will be a little less mazy because it was a maze as well. Than wanting to keep pulling you into kind of like the shopping area. And there was a lot of stimulation, going on. So you had to kind of figure out, how to, it was like spirally, like,
Yeah. So often, the shops on older, on like the breakaway class, will just be on one floor. So if you want to sort of avoid, like, as you're trying to get from one end of the ship to the other, people trying to be like, oh, just come look at the jewelry or whatever. You can just avoid that floor, right? Well, on Prima, the shops are on 6, 7, and 8. Like they spread them out. So you always kind of running into something. And it also made a challenge. It's like when you want to get something, wait, which floor do I have to go to get my mini ship? That's like that.
Yep. Oh, that is coming home with me. I have one from our last one. I was on Princess earlier. They wanted like $95 for the one on Princess. I was like,
oh,
It's a bit much.
yeah, I was like, no, that was crazy. I do want to put this up because we are getting there. Carol did say, I agree. I cruise both lines, but smaller, older ships, Voyager and Mariner for Royal, which is kind of funny because we're going on Mariner here in a few months. And then 2 sailings on Sky for NCL. I like both, but NCL is more relaxed. That no set dining times is a really big one, I know, for us.
Yeah.
We don't like being locked into a dining time, and we always chose my time on Royal and even but very honestly, I really like the idea of just show up when you want. That to me is a game changer. Freestyle cruising with NCL, I do think is a big reason why we're going to have so much fun on ship.
Yeah.
So man, one of the things, because I know we're closing out here, that we had talked on email that you had mentioned was like, you said, what's one thing that people are probably going to screw up on the ship? And I had a really good one for this, and I want to sort of end. So people on day one always go to the buffet.
Mm-hmm.
On day 7, always go to an MDR before they're leaving, like for breakfast. Do the opposite.
Opposite.
Go to the buffet on the last day. There's nobody there. Go to a dining room on the first day. There's nobody there. That's the pro tip that I don't know if I'm a pro, semi-pro tip that I have for you guys out there. So hopefully,
we actually have some evergreen content on the channel that talks just about that. If you do it, do specialty dining if you can on the first day, because you get it at great discounts. Usually deeply discounted specialty dining the first day. If not, hit that main MDR when it's open, and then do the buffet on the last, because you're absolutely right. So all right, guys,
and
you're
another
right.
main tip as you're closing out, do your muster station when you first get on. Just knock that out before you do anything else.
Rule number 1, get it done in the first 20 minutes and then go put some drinks in your hands. Matter of fact, put some drinks in your hands while you're doing this.
Do the muster station.
It makes it much better. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you coming on to the live stream, and everybody on your channel coming out and supporting. We really want to thank everybody out there tonight. What a great topic. We are 10 days away. Are you going to the pre-meetup, DC and Jen?
We're not getting in until like 6:30 at night, and we're flying in Fort Lauderdale. So we probably won't even get to Miami, by the time we get bags and everything's 38. So I don't think we're going to make it. But hey guys, if you are in the live stream tonight and you're not subscribed to Kat and Matt, go give them a subscribe, watch some of their videos, because they're getting close to their watch hours to be able to get monetized here. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do it as well. I'm getting close to the 1,000 subscribers, so I would
almost 900 as of tonight, right? Is that correct?
We're 900.
Whoa. So we are in the exact opposite position. We had one great video that got us a ridiculous amount. I went to bed one night with like 350 subscribers, woke up with 1,300. I was like, oh my God, YouTube's easy. Not so much.
Crack the code for YouTube overnight while you're sleeping.
It's like, well, what's everybody talking about? This isn't hard. I was like, yeah. And for the next 6 months, it was like 10 subscribers. I was just like, okay, we got this quick, but the watch time has definitely not been the same. All right. I do have a question before we finish out there. DC, I have a group of 24 coming with me on Epic on Sunday. What lounge or area would be a venue I can have everyone meet up periodically?
So there's going to be a atrium bar on deck 6, which you can have people meet there. You have Oceans, which is the equivalent of the local, which will be on deck 7, I believe. And then on deck 8, and I'm kind of going off memory, so I could have the decks wrong, is where you're going to have Shaker's Martini Bar. Any one of those 3 is a great meetup spot. Lounge chairs, very central to the ship. You can go anywhere you need to. So hope that helps.
And we'll just close out. Deidre said, see you guys soon. Yes, we are 10 days away, guys. Thank you for coming out tonight.
Happy
Mark,
birthday, Jen.
Happy birthday, Jen. And I am going to throw up that last. Go check out that cruise quiz, guys. 5 questions, absolutely free. Doesn't cost you anything. Let you know which
go check out
line.
Cruise Tubers.
Cruise Tubers on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you very, very much. You guys have a great night.
Yeah.
See you guys.
We see ya. Ship happens.
Out on the ocean, waves crash loud, chaos rolls in, we're lost in the crowd. News on the deck, storms overhead, to remember, words we slow our ship, feel that tide. It's got a potion, fire in the